So here's the whole model. And when it's all in place, you're going to get improved outcomes for all kids. Now, having seen the entire model, how many think it's going to require minimal movement? If you were to leave here and say, let's do this, our school is going to do this, minimal movement to get in compliance or to get all these elements in place. How many think minimal movement? And I don't know how to define that. Let's call minimal, moderate, and a great deal of movement. But it's clear from some of your comments you have some of this stuff in place well already. Well, would it be fair to say there may be some systems change issues within your schools? How does that go for you? Yeah. There's one of the things that we ignore that business doesn't ignore are two things, systems change issues and professional development issues. We ignore that stuff as we change things. My son works at a bank in their information technology department. The biggest bank in Vermont was bought by another bank. So what do you think strikes into the hearts of the employees of this bank? I mean, we're all gonna lose our jobs. It's this huge systems change thing. So I've been interacting with my son to find out how is this being handled. And it's being handled incredibly well. He was called in and was assured that his job was not in danger. So there's the first thing. So there's going to be systems change, but I'm a part of it, so everything is okay. The second thing was that they immediately started providing with professional development around things that were apparent in the new owner that were not apparent in the second owner. I mean, the original bank. And then the next thing they did was they told him that for every month that he stays with them, they will pay him a third of his salary that month as a bonus. So what are we talking about here? Is this being handled well?
Yes.
Yeah. Business does it right. They identified people who, number one, are going to be key to make this transition, the systems change work, and number two, who they want around when it's all said and done. So this is money in the bank for him. He can leave tomorrow and they'll give him all that money, but every month he stays, it just grows and grows and grows. So we have the same corollaries, although don't ever bank on getting that kind of money bonus. But depending on your school, if you were to kind of go down this road, it might be a little tweak in how you do business, might be a moderate tweak, or it might be a big tweak. But at any rate, it represents systems change. And it's for people who are accustomed to doing business in a certain way. It's normative. It's normative for that not to, because that creates some level of anxiety. So I wanted to close out just by talking about how we manage that. If all these things are in place, change is going to go smoothly. I still might have a little anxiety, but things are going to go better. So what's the vision? So if you think about RTI, is that vision consistent with what you want for kids? And people who you go back to visit, your classroom teachers? Right? Don't we all want our kids to be performing minimally on grade level? We want to work efficiently. So we have a vision for making that happen through these elements of RTI. So that's going to help things go a little smoothly. Skills. We ask ourselves, can I do this? What skills might we need to work on? And this is rhetorical, but we need to look at this model and what skills might we need to work on in order to facilitate this change? I would say that one of them that's a guarantee is we're not accustomed to curriculum-based measurements and the administration is scoring. So if we were to decide to use these, we're going to have to develop our skill in that. So that might be one thing. So given training in that, now I'm feeling better about things. I have those skills. Incentives. Well, that's a biggie. How many of you went into education because you were going to get rich? No, doesn't happen.
Everybody thinks that, though.
You kidding? You must pay well up
You
here.
got your summers off.
Are you kidding?
She's referring to the public.
I'm moving to Canada.
Public perception.
Okay, the public perception is different from the reality. We know as teachers, we get paid much less than other. If I was a psychologist for Microsoft, I'd be much wealthier than working in schools. But anyway, that's not why I did it. That's not why you folks do it. The incentives I see is these teachers who see, holy smokes, I did A, B, C, and look at the growth. That's the incentive.